Trying to make it out of the ghetto with a clever plot scheme. Being oppressed by Europeans, the devil's offspring. It ain't good in my hood to hear Beretta shot springs. Pistols turn wives to widows, Coretta Scott kings. I can serve you this game, but I can't tell you the rest. For the work I put in, I demand hella respect. Christ coming to enslave, that's angelic arrest. We'll run this track, my words have changed, Mandela effect. Yeah, and everybody got played with ISIS. Government made crisis actors paid to riot. Shackles and yokes of iron, those are slave devices. But I'm the stone in the hand of David, that slave Goliath. Don't have your phone on silent when the Elohim calls. Or end up falling on your sword like King Saul. Don't want to be the shining star, my whole team falls. You always like my flow is trash, I'm serving beans raw. All this pain in my evil spirits trying to take away from my energy. I'ma ride till they sense me. I be on my knees praying for the necks of my enemies. When I'm gone, they'll remember me. Tell my Akim, don't cry, it was meant to be. Do this work until they finish me. I be praying for a swift downfall of my enemies. I'm a rebellious slave, that's what I told them.
Howard Brown, what it do, bro?
Was controlling the masses. I was knocked off my horse on my road to Damascus. I had a father, but at 10 I was closing his casket. I see a lot of coward apostles behind doors. You probably find whores and powder your nostrils. Hey, listen up.
Real She-Brew in there on that Facebook. My real in the building.
Deuteronomy 28, we cursed in misery. In 1998, I caught my first delivery.
Tubaya. Hard down, my brother.
We come for war, we do this like the Judas Maccabees.
Trump,
no more time left. Better give the game.
We holding down, boo, best way we can.
If your ass can't cash it, then don't sign checks. Dry garments from Basra like a cut at the wine press. All this pain in my memory. Evil spirits trying to take away from my energy. I'ma ride until they sense me. I be on my knees praying for the necks of our enemies. When I'm gone, they'll remember me. Tell my Akim, don't cry, it was meant to be. Do this work until they finish me. I'm just praying for a swift downfall of my enemies. And most of my homies died before they graduate. The Most High is mad at the wicked, you couldn't fathom hate. The black supremacists, yeah, they want to assassinate. Eve want me to try to eat the same fruit that Adam ate. I came in the truth and learned fast that Christ had woolly hair and his feet was burnt grass. I was calling SARS, calling Captain shit. I quit falling to be an activist like calling Captain X. Rolling 7, square root of 49. Cause life's a gamble in the storyline. Get your
great hands on,
cause my glory shines.
Yeah.
No mumble raps, you can keep your corny lines. They hate me, but they love it. Trying to permit my style.
They muppet the flow.
They be breaking the commandments, they cover the flow. Gluttonous ears, they can't get enough of the flow. Let's go.
Michael Parker, what's going on, brother? I don't know more than all praise, honor, and great glory. Yes, sir. It's unto our power. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you. Those that are 10 toes down in this spiritual scrap we find ourselves engaged in. Check it out. I got one of them frontline brews in the building. Corey Yehuda's in here. All praise to the Most High for this beloved brethren. This your boy T Boogie once again on one of our uncelebrated, unrealized feasts, the Feast of Purim. We coming to you live on this Monday afternoon before the sun get down. We gonna throw down on this word of the Most High Yah. To everybody checking in on the feed, I want to say Shabbat Shalom. Got a few brews and she brews in the building. Want to say all praise and honor and glory to the Most High for y'all support, love, and prayer. So tonight's lesson is Sect of the Nazarene, Young Lion. What it do, bro? The title of tonight's lesson again. The title of tonight's lesson, bro.
The title of tonight's lesson is The Memorial of Purim, a reminder of the continued plot against Israel.
Of the continued plot against Israel, bro.
It don't stop.
It don't stop. And the reason why it don't stop is that our relative, Esau the Edomite, been plotting and scheming since day one. And we're going to read through the reading of the scripture that from the time they came out, from before they was in the womb, well, we ain't going to read that part, but y'all know the story. And but from the time that our daddy Jacob got the blessing, it's been a plot to kill us. Ever since, bro. Now, we ain't going to go. We're going to make reference to, but we ain't going to go to the book of Jasher. If you want some more details on this thing, for the sake of time, we ain't going to go to the book of Jasher, but we will be in some other books. But if you go through chapters from 57 all the way down to 61, you'll see that this red and hairy bastard ain't gave up yet. And behind every shady deal today, whether it be in the entertainment industry, the banking industry, the war industry, because war is an industry.
Oh, yeah.
There's an Edomite at the end of every paper trail. So, in this paper trail, and this plot has always been to exterminate Jacob. And we're going to read, I'm going to go at it a little bit different way, bro, than what we traditionally go at it, just straight out of Esther or whatever. We're going to read some other things that was prophesied. You understand what I'm saying? About how this joker was going to be constantly hounding us and plotting to kill us. That's why I titled the lesson, A Reminder of the Continual Plot Against Israel. Because that's what Purim was.
Because sometimes we do need a reminder.
We
We're
remind.
so used to things.
Yeah.
We think that's how it's supposed to be. When
that's right,
it's
bro.
Really not.
And man, look, one of these first scriptures we're going to go to, you know, when Jacob was on his way to Pandanaran, and he had the experience with that angel, he saw that ladder. We're going to read something that the angel told. In this pseudo
Jacob's ladder.
Yeah, we're going back and we're going to read something else that the angel told him that wasn't dictated in the 66. But we're going to read something going to let you know something. Then we're going to read a declaration that the Most High put against Esau. So if he had war with him, then he had war with us. So we ain't going to prolong it though, bro.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. First place we going, y'all, Romans the 9. We're going to set the scene. Romans the 9. We're going to pick it up at verse 11, my brother. We're going to read Romans the 9. Then we're going to read verse 11 through 14.
Romans 9.
Yeah.
Verse 11. And I read.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Why don't you go? Hey, Michael Park, I'm going to call you, bro. As soon as it's over with. I'm going to call you, bro. All right. Go ahead, bro. Romans 9.
Verse 11.
Yeah, verse 11. Go ahead. What does it say, my brother?
It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God, according to the election, might stand, not of works, but of him that called.
Not of works. So we ain't gonna read. We can't read everything tonight. But this is talking about the birth of Esau and Jacob. And it said the children not yet being born haven't done no good or evil, but it was according to the election of the Most High Yah. Is the reason why our daddy got the blessing. See, a lot of people want to flip the script. How about Jacob stole the blessing? No, this was preordained from the Most High even before she even got pregnant. He said, 2 nations are you not better.
He already told it to the mama, right?
He had already told it to the mama. So he said, according to the purpose. See, if you're an Israelite, you according to the purpose if you walking in the law, statutes, and command. But go ahead and read.
Verse 12. It was said unto her.
Wait a minute. It was said unto her. You just said.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The Most High told this to her. So once the Most High, something come out the Most High mouth, ain't no change. I don't care who you are, but go ahead and read.
The elder shall serve the young.
The elder shall serve the young. Continue to read.
As it is written.
As it is written.
Jacob have I loved.
Yes, sir.
But Esau have I hated.
Now, you just heard that. He quoted Malachi when he was talking to the priest. Paul just quoted Malachi. He said, Jacob have I loved, and Esau. And when you look that word up, it means despise. He despised Esau because Esau despised his birthright. Mm-hmm. So he said, man, I ain't got nothing. I don't got nothing for dude. He said, I despise Esau. Look it up if you think I'm lying. He said, I despise Esau.
From what I read, it says, as it is written.
As it is written. That's in Malachi.
Okay.
Malachi, you know what I'm saying? I think it's chapter 11, verses 2 and 3, but we go over and read it. But anyway,
let me continue
on reading, bro. Yeah, what did it say?
What shall we say then?
What shall we say then?
Is there unrighteousness with God?
Is there any unrighteousness? No, because when he make a decision, he know everything. He know everything. So when he make a decision, bro, it's for righteousness' sake. It's through the will, purposes of the Most High. So ain't no unrighteousness with God. I know a lot of people, well, why he hate him? Because he hated him in his heart. And Most High knew he was going to hate him even before he was born. Now let's go to the next place. I told we're going to go at it a little different. We're going to read a little bit about this story. Not much. Then we're going to get into some other things. So let's go to Genesis. Just laying our finger on who Esau is and what his continued plot is. Let's go to Genesis to 27, my brother. And we're going to read verses 1 through 8. Then we're going to pick it up. Skip down to verse 26. All right. Genesis to 27, 1 through 8. What do it say, my brother?
Genesis chapter 27, verse 1. It says, and it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau, his eldest son, and said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here I am. And he said, behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapon, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die.
Yes, sir.
And Rebekah heard when Isaac spoke to Esau, his son.
Now, we didn't get into this part of the lesson, but Most High already spoke to the mom. Okay? We didn't get into this part of the script, but she heard what was said because the oldest was always, according to law, the oldest was always supposed to get the lion's share of the inheritance. The oldest was supposed to transfer the priesthood over to him. He was the leader of the pack. You understand what I'm saying, so to speak? So Isaac, in his mind, just doing what he know to do. But Isaac, he should know that, hey, it didn't roll down that way for him. It's who the Most High select. Because Isaac wasn't the oldest between Abraham, bro. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 5. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spoke to Esau, his son. And Esau went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob, her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau, thy brother, saying, bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord, before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee.
So now that's something for you brothers to realize. Man, the CIA ain't got nothing on a woman with a plan. When a woman got a plan for you, dog, all she was waiting on, she was waiting around for this for her husband to say, okay, it's now time he can transfer the blessing. So when she heard that, she put her plan into motion. And she got Jacob going to get you know, we ain't gonna read the whole thing. You know, he done put some hair on his neck and on his arms and everything so he can fool his daddy. Like he Esau. Okay? She said, just do what I tell you to do, and everything gonna be all right.
Yeah. And he was scared to go against
his
daddy. Because he was like, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Right. And she said, no, on me be thy curse, my son. She said, only do what I tell you to do. But for the sake of time, bro, skip down to the 26. We're gonna read 26 through 32 because I want to go somewhere.
Verse 26. And it reads, and his father Isaac said unto him, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him.
Now this Jacob, this ain't Esau. Go ahead and read.
And he smelled the smell of his raiment and blessed him and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field, which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore God gave thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of earth, and plenty of corn and wine.
Oh, now, in another lesson, we're going to show you about that corn and that wine. But the Most High, they let these words come out of Isaac's mouth. They can't be retracted.
Can't be.
These words cannot be retracted. They done came out of his mouth. Continue to read, my brother. What verse you at?
Verse 29.
Read it.
Let people serve thee.
Let people serve thee.
And nations bow down to thee.
This is your inheritance, Israel. Go ahead.
Be Lord over thy brethren.
Mm-hmm.
And let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
That's going to happen, whether they want to or not. Yeah, they riding high right now. They got all the money, all the power, all the politics. He said he going to, at one time, Esau had to break that yoke off his neck from his brother, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that's what's going on right now. And Esau has been trying to kill us ever since. But we're going to get into it. Go ahead and read, bro.
30. And it came to pass as soon as Isaac.
Pick that back up pick it back at the 29 and finish reading that out. Because you missed the last part.
Yeah. In the middle of 29 and read. Cursed be everyone that curses thee. And blessed be he that blesses thee.
Go ahead and read.
And it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob. And Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac, his father, that Esau, his brother, came in from his hunting. And he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father. And he said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison.
Yeah, you too late, brother.
That thy soul may bless me.
What did Isaac do?
And Isaac, his father, said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau.
See, he said, hey, man, and then look. It said, man, read 33 so I'm just going to set the scene. It wasn't left. But read 33, what happened?
And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? Where is he that have taken and brought it me?
And what did he say? What does he say, bro?
I have eaten all before thou camest, and
what
have blessed him.
And what?
Yea, and he shall be blessed.
And yeah, he shall be blessed. It's a wrap. It's over with. The blessing been spoken over our daddy Jacob. I don't care how much boo-hooing and crying, killing and murder you do. In the end, we win. Understand? Skip down, bro.
I do, man.
Yeah. Bozrah, Agag, Amalek.
Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord.
He made who his Lord?
Jacob.
He made Jacob.
Made him thy Lord.
I told you, word. He can't come back, bro. Go ahead and read.
And all his brethren have I given to him for service. And with corn and wine have I sustained him.
Boy, I wish we had time to get in there, but go ahead and read.
And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?
Hey, man, I didn't gave him the blessing of the eldest son or the chosen favored son. We read in that Romans 9. It's according to election, right?
According to election.
He said, man, I ain't got nothing else to give you. You know what I'm saying? What he gave him or what he blessed him with is a temporary blessing. Go ahead and finish reading.
And verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Yeah.
Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
And now he blowing snot and boogers everywhere, crying, because the blessing gone.
Can't maintain.
But truth be told, you despise the blessing because the blessing was to you, but you sold it for a pot of beans. And like the elder Jacob said, for a side of cornbread. That's all. That's all it was for you. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, bro, it's a done deal on that. But go ahead and finish reading, bro.
Verse 39.
Yeah.
And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
So he said, man, the fruitfulness or the fat of the earth, meaning all the money, all the gold, all the silver, all the big boy mansions. When you find, like I said, at the end of every shady deal, your what you call them, title loan places, your banks. He owned it. He owned it. All your media moguls and all that, Edomites and Khazars. He said, "Your fat, you don't have the fruit for this." Go ahead, me to cut y'all, bro.
No, and the only way that we even get to live in them, we gotta lease.
Yeah.
Rent.
Yeah.
Don't even own.
The fatness of the earth, what?
And the dew of heaven.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And by thy sword shall thou live.
Now, there it is right there. There go the proclamation. By thy sword, through war, through murder and death, is how this guy get down. And that's how his descendants get down. Like I said, we can't go over there in the book of Jasher and read it, man. But even when he wanted to just lay low, his sons made him rise back up against Jacob. Go ahead and read, bro.
And shall serve thy brother.
And gonna do what?
Shall serve thy brother.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
41, what do it say?
And Esau hated Jacob.
He hated Jacob.
Whew. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessings wherewith his father blessed him.
And what?
And Esau said in his heart.
He said in his mind, this is, hey, there go one of them secret sins again. Hey, that secret sin gonna get a whole lot of tossed in the lake. Go ahead and read, bro.
The days of mourning for my father are at hand.
When my daddy died, what he gonna do?
Then will I slay my brother
man,
Jacob.
soon as Pop cash out, man, I'm gonna kill dude. I'm killing him. Now, another thing, you go back in the book of Jasher, man, when Jacob sent emissaries or servants to go be in peace to his brother, he said, you tell him when I see him, I'm killing him on sight. So, hey, man, he already hit, man. Soon Pop
and
cash
he took
out.
the Most High to intervene.
That's right.
In the situation.
He said, I'm killing dude, man. He's gonna took my blessing. But hey, let's go and look at something, bro. I want to look at something. For those of you who got your pseudepigraphers, we gonna look at something. We're gonna read two passages of scripture in pseudepigraph, volume 2. You hear me? We're going to the book of Jubilees.
All right.
Book of Jubilee, page 125. For those who ain't like myself, I ain't just got it all the way nailed down yet. You hear me? 125 first, then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back and read in that letter of Jacob, man. What I say, 125?
125.
Yeah, 125, man.
Y'all ready for some meat?
It's finna get some meat right here. We going to the book of Jubilees. For those who got Jubilees, we going to the chapter 37. Gotta do a little reading in here. We'll read 1 through 24. Ain't real long. Now, this is Esau's sons reprove him from yielding to Jacob. This in the book of Jubilees. So Esau kind of falling back. Then his son made that jealousy rise back up in him. Yeah. But I want to show you something here. We're gonna read 1 through 24, bro. So we're gonna read that right there. You know what I'm saying? All the way down. I gotta read all this to set the scene I'm trying to set. 1 through 24. Go ahead and read, my brother. Start reading at that one right there.
All right.
Go ahead.
And on the day that Isaac, the father of Jacob and Esau, died.
So we just read about that, right? Go ahead and read.
The sons of Esau heard that Isaac had given the right of seniority to Jacob.
No, he didn't give him nothing. He sold it to him. Go ahead and read.
His younger son, and they were very angry. And they argued with their father, saying, why, since you are the elder and Jacob the younger, did your father give the right of seniority to Jacob and abandon you? And he said to them, because I sold my right of firstborn to Jacob.
At least he told the truth that time. Go ahead.
For a little dish of lentils. And on that day that my father sent me to hunt and snare and bring to him so that he might eat and bless me, he went with guile and brought food and drink to my father. And my father blessed him and placed me under his hand.
Continue to read, my brother.
And now our father has made us swear, both me and him, that we will not seek evil. We will not seek after evil.
Right.
Either one against his brother, but that we will continue with an affection and a peace. each one with his brother, so that we will not corrupt our ways. And they said, we will not listen to you in order to make peace with him, because our might is stronger than his might, and we are stronger than he.
Mm-hmm.
We will go against him, and we will kill and destroy him and his sons. And if you do not go with us, we will do harm to you. And now listen to us.
You hear that? They said, man, if you don't roll with us, kill him and his boy, we're going to do something to you, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this the evil that's in his genes, bro. He said, man, if you don't roll with us, man, take that birthright back, man, we're going to get them, then we're going to come back and get you too, Pop. Go ahead and read.
And if you do not go with us, we will do harm to you. And now listen to us. And we will send to Aram, to Aram, and to
Philistine.
Yeah,
they going to get the Philistine, the Aramite, and who else?
And to Moab.
They going to get Moab, some more of his kinfolk.
And to Ammon.
And he going to get the Ammonites. They finna try to posse up and roll up again. Hey, man, y'all need to go back to the book of Jackson, read about them wars of the Edomites. But go ahead and read.
And we will choose for ourselves chosen men who are ardent in battle.
Mm-hmm.
And we will go against him, and we will fight with him, and we will upright him from the land.
Y'all finna get y'all heads split. What's finna happen? But go ahead and read.
Before he sees his power.
Mm-hmm.
And their father said to them, do not go and make war with him, lest you fall before him.
Because he knew that he was blessed. He knew it. But go ahead and continue to read, bro.
And they said to him, this very thing is your type of act from your youth until this day.
He said, Daddy, now you've been killing folks for the longest. Why are you switching up now? So it's in their DNA, man, to hunt and kill. Then he said, by your sword shall you live.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read, bro.
And you put your neck under his yoke.
Uh-huh.
But we will not listen to these words.
We will not listen. Go ahead, bro.
And they sent to Aram and
Aduram
to their father's friends. And they hired from them 1,000 fighting men.
Now y'all listen what's finna come up. Go ahead and read, bro.
Chosen warriors. And they came to them from Moab and from the Ammonites. Those who were hired, 1,000 chosen men.
And where?
And from Philistia. 1,000 chosen men. And from Edom. And from the Hurons. 1,000 chosen men.
And who else, bro?
And from the Kittim.
From who?
The Kittim stronghold.
Hey, y'all know who Kittim is, though. That's Greece. See, they got some kin folks up there in Greece, too. We're going to read a little bit about that. Because if you from Greece, they call you what? Macedonian, no?
Macedonian, yeah.
Continue to read, my brother.
And from the Kittim, strong men warriors. And they said to their fathers, go forth with them and lead them. And if not, we will kill you.
You hear that? They like, man, look, Dad, you going to lead them. If you don't lead them, we going to kill you. See how they talking to their daddy? But it's in their blood. Go ahead and read, bro.
And he was filled with wrath and indignation when he saw that his sons were forcing him to go before them in order to lead them to Jacob, his brother. But afterwards, he remembered all of the evil which was hidden in his heart.
Yeah. See, I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes, man, the folks you hang around, even your family, bring evil out of you. Even after you done try to suppress it. Go ahead and read, bro.
And he did not remember the oath which he swore to his father and his mother.
Hey, man, the Lord said don't defer to pay your vow, though.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he said he ain't got no play. See, when you make a vow don't make that thing good, you a liar. And according to Revelation 21, you ain't getting in the kingdom. And all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone.
Never cease.
That's it. This is the second death. Go ahead and read, brother.
That he would not seek any evil against Jacob, his brother, all of his days.
Yeah.
And with all of this, Jacob did not know that they were coming against him for battle.
Jacob laid back. He don't know what's going on. Go ahead and read.
But he was lamentating Leah's death, his wife.
Oh, so Leah had just passed away.
Until they drew very near to the tower with 4,000 men, warriors, and chosen fighting men. And the men of Hebron sent to him, saying, Behold, your brother has come up against you in order to fight with you with 4,000 men who are girded with swords and bear shields and military weapons, because they loved Jacob more than Esau. And they spoke to him because Jacob was a more generous and merciful man than Esau.
See, somebody, Most High gonna always have somebody in the corner. See what I'm saying? He always got a ram in the bush, so to speak. He gonna always have somebody there to forewarn you of something that's trying to come up on you. If you serving him in a true spirit and a right mind, he gonna always have preservation for his people. Go ahead and read.
But Jacob did not believe them until they drew very close to the tower. And he closed the gates of the tower, and he stood on the battlement and spoke with his brother Esau. And he said, Is the consolation with which you have come in order to console me concerning my wife who died? Good. Is this the oath which you swore to your fathers?
Yeah.
And again to your mother before they died? So
Jacob just reminded, man, you done made an oath. Now you coming with all these embattlements against me? So he just trying to remind him, bro, you know you transgress. You know there's a consequence for transgress. And we finna read what the consequence is. Go ahead and read.
You have sinned against this oath.
Yeah.
And on the day when you swore to your father, you were condemned. And at that time, Esau answered and said to him, Mankind and beasts of the field have no righteous oath, which they have surely sworn forever. But daily they seek evil.
So you a beast. He calling himself a beast. He calling himself a beast. And this is your forsworn enemy, Israel. And it's always a plot to kill you, to take you out, to subjugate you, to make you poor, starve you out, kill you off any kind of way by any means necessary. He said, man, I'm just like a beast. I ain't got no oath. But Jacob said, man, from the day you made the oath, you was already condemned. Because the Most High knew his heart.
He knew it.
You see what I'm saying? So he just put in this, he just putting in cement right now. Go ahead and read, bro.
And each one seeks to kill his enemy and adversary. And you will hate me and my sons forever. And so there is no observing of fraternity with you.
So we gonna read. Now he just said you gonna hate me and my son forever. Jacob wasn't doing no, he was more than his wife. But see, we gonna read where the Most High got a problem with you forever. We gonna read it. Go ahead and read, bro.
And Jacob said, Do not act thus, my brother. As for me, there is no evil in my heart against you.
Right.
Do not plan evil against me. Know that there is a God, and he sees what is hidden.
Yes, sir.
And requites to everyone according to his deeds.
Man, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Go ahead, bro.
Calm down the heart of your anger, and do not do anything rashly, so that the evil will come upon you. Then Esau turned and said harshly, Hear these words of mine, which I will speak to you. If a boar changes his hide and bristles and makes them soft as wool,
right?
And if he brings forth horns upon his head, like the horns of a stag or sheep, then I will observe fraternity with you.
So he said, man, ain't no peace with me and you. He said, ain't gonna be. He said, man, if a hog can't take the hard bristles off his back and make him soft, this ain't the fraternity, brotherhood between me and you ain't happening, Captain. So now I'm saying it, I'm showing y'all this because a whole lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, and I know it's gonna hurt some people's feelings. You hear me? Hey man, y'all done got in league with these folks. They y'all best buddies, some of y'all. You understand what I'm saying? And hey man, he said, hey man, this dude is gonna try to kill you forever.
Forever.
It ain't gonna stop. So don't think because you done got a little promotion on the job, or, you done got a little nice little house, that it's all good with you and Edom. Because it ain't. It ain't gonna never be.
And all it takes is for another one of his compadres.
That's all it's gonna take, bro.
Step in line and put a little.
That's all it's gonna take.
Between the two.
That's all it's gonna take.
Who you gonna choose?
Don't even think it's gonna ever be good. They may need you. You might be a necessary evil on the job. You got some few skills to pay the bills. You understand what I'm saying? And making him some more money, just like the actresses and the singers, they making them money. But you see what happens to every time one of our folk when they through with them. You see what happened to them, don't you? You know, just go down the list. Just go down the list and see what happens. Either they end up in jail or they dead. Or they strung out on drugs. When they even get through with you.
They put them on a pedestal, on a pedestal because they know they're gonna look like leaders to us.
Right. And they're gonna make money off of them, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And then when you through with them, they treat you like an old dirty pair of drawers.
Pharisee.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
So don't ever think you're gonna be all good with Esau. But continue to read, my brother.
And if a suckling separate themselves from their mother, you would not be a brother to me.
Come on, bro.
And if the wolves make peace with lambs.
What?
If the wolves make peace with lambs.
Behold, I send you a sheep before wolves. Huh?
Ooh.
Go ahead, bro.
Not to eat them
or
assault them.
That's right.
And if their hearts are set upon them to do good, then peace will be in my heart for you. And if the lion becomes a friend of the ox.
Come on now.
And if he is bound with him in a single yoke, and he plows with him and make peace with him, then I will make peace with you.
You hear that? Ain't no peace, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. That joker slicking his snot on the doorknob right now.
Nice.
He coming at us so many different ways, and we so sleep, bro. We can't even see the attacks coming. This joker slicking his snot on the doorknob. And man, he been plotting and scheming on you for centuries. The book say, man, they set their heart on anything that's gonna cause us to sin against our most high power. Man, they done already got a trick for y'all. They already got a trick for the brothers and the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Even on down to the hair weave. I know a lot of sisters ain't gonna like it. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh yeah.
They casting all kind of spells on the hair weave, putting all kind of mess in the hair weave. You sticking it on your head, gluing it to your head, all kind of stuff.
Because I mean, the object is who can bring a clean thing out of a
you can't, bro. And then my thing is, why you want to look like your adversary? That's another thing. I ain't never understood.
So everything they doing is to make you unclean.
He said they set their heart on your iniquity. They sitting back studying you, trying to figure, okay, how else can we get them to transgress? How else can we make them fall? How else can we make them poor? How else can we subjugate them? How else can we make them look like food? They set their mind on your iniquity, and that's what they go after. Continue to read, bro.
And if the raven becomes white.
Now you know a raven black now.
Like the Raza bird. Then know that I will love you. And I will make peace with you.
You hear that, don't you?
You will be uprooted. And your sons will be uprooted.
You hear that, don't you?
But you will have no peace.
You hear? He said, man, you can turn, if a raven can turn white like the stork, he said, man, then I love you. He said, but until then, I'm killing you and your sons, and you will not have any peace.
No peace.
These declarations, this dude made.
And you know that's wrote in the DNA.
Hey, bro, even his son knows, man, you've been killing since you was young. What's going on now, Pop? Why you ain't trying to keep? You heard his son telling that, didn't you? Go ahead and read, bro. You finish that out? That's hard, man.
Stuck on that, man.
That's cold, man. That's cold.
If a raven can become white.
Yes, sir.
Can an Ethiopian change it?
No. Sure can't.
Can a leopard change it?
Sure can't.
And when Jacob saw that he had planned evil against him from his heart and from his whole being.
And his whole being, what?
So that he might kill him. And that he had come leaping like a wandering boar.
Yeah, what?
Who had came upon a spirit which was piercing him and killing him. And he would not withdraw from it.
Go ahead.
Then he spoke to his own followers and to his servants, so that they might attack him and all his friends.
Mm-hmm. So we ain't gonna get into it. Hey man, dude got his head chopped off. Esau got decapitated. You hear me? Decapitated. But guess what? When you go in there and read about them wars with his sons or whatever, hey man, they did some damage to Esau and his boys. You know what I'm saying? They chopped Esau's head smooth off his shoulder. You hear me? So now,
so
go ahead, bro.
One thing I see is about the characteristics of him. Revenge.
Always. It's always on his mind.
Vengeful.
Bro, that's why they do our people like they do them. They take them to the mountaintop and then dismiss them. I mean, the list go on and on, but you can just some here reason, like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is one of the most highly thought of people in the world. You see what I'm saying? They take you up to the mountaintop, then they cut your knees away, then they smudge your name and put all kind of charges on you, man. Mm-hmm. Because they get off on you suffering. Mm. They get off on you dying. They get off on you being subjugated to every nation in the world.
I mean, and the book say wicked can't even sleep until they did.
A wicked man sitting there, he plotting to violate you all the time, man.
Can't even get a good night's sleep until he done did wicked.
And hey, bro, this thing continue. That's why I said the continued plot against Israel. So when we read Purim, it ain't nothing new. You hear me? Now we finna go somewhere else in the pseudepigraphy. Mm. We finna go, let's go to the ladder of Jacob, man, page 409. Go to the ladder of Jacob, page 409, in the pseudepigraphy volume 2. The ladder of Jacob. That's right. That's right. Edom got blood in his mouth like a pit bull. Mm-hmm. You hear me? We going to the ladder of Jacob on page 409, which is chapter 5. You hear me? Yeah. Pick it up at the 5. And then we're going to read verses 1 through 5. And then we're going to skip down, my brother, and read 12 through 17. Gotcha. The ladder of Jacob, chapter 5, verses 1 through 5. What do it say, my brother?
Thus he said to me.
Now this the angel speaking to Jacob. Go ahead.
You have seen a ladder with 12 steps.
Yes, sir.
Each step having 2 human faces.
How many steps they have on?
12 steps.
Hey, man. That 12, we went over that in that mistress woman lesson.
Oh, yeah. Setting the bounds.
But he finna tell you, man, them 12 steps are the 12 ages of this word. Because in the Apocrypha, Esau is the end of this word. Mm-hmm. And Jacob is the beginning of it, which follows. Go ahead and read, bro.
Having 2 human faces which kept changing their appearance.
Go ahead.
The ladder is this age. And the 12 steps are the periods of this age.
Hey, man, when you go and look at that timeline, anybody with the time, we'll show it to you. When the 12,000 year come, what's that going to be, bro? Mm-hmm. When he said the bounds of the people according to the 12 tribes of Israel, when that 12,000 year come, that's when Yeshua coming. That's on the 8th day. 8th day, great 8th day. We showed y'all all that. And this book just bagging it up, which we know the script going to clarify itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's going to interpret.
He said, man, read that again.
But the ladder is this age.
The ladder is this age.
And the 12 steps.
And the 12 steps
are the periods of this age.
12,000 years. Go ahead and read.
But the 24 faces are the kings of the ungodly nation of this age. Under these kings, the children of your children and the generations of your sons will be interrogated.
Be what?
Interrogated.
And who gonna be at the head of the table, bro?
Esau.
Keep on reading. I tell you, read that on out.
These will rise up against them.
Who gonna rise up against them?
We already know. Esau.
Yeah.
Gonna rise up against the iniquity of your grandson.
Your iniquity of your grandson.
And this place will be made desolate.
By
the 4 accents.
By the who?
4 accents.
Wait a minute. 4 winds of heaven. Huh? 4 winds, 4 accents, right?
Yeah.
Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, and Rome.
Yeah.
Now Zepho, he started out in Greece and ended up conquering Rome too. We go read that in that Jash. But go ahead and read, man.
And that's who Epiphany right there. He was from
Antioch Epiphany.
He was Roman, right?
No, he was Greek. You see what I'm saying? He was Greek, but Titus, that Roman bastard who sacked us in 70 AD. I bet it was, but go ahead, bro. I'm finna get off on a tangent. Yeah. Go ahead, read.
Through the sins of your grandsons and around the property of your forefathers, a palace will be built, a temple in the name of your God.
See, this one, Yeshua will come back. But go ahead, read. He gave him this long prophecy. Go ahead.
And of the God of your father.
And the God of your father. Go ahead.
And in the provocation.
And in the who?
Children,
in the who?
Provocations.
You can read about that in Daniel, bro.
The provocations.
Go ahead and read.
Of your children, it will become deserted.
It will become deserted. Hey, man. By the who?
This age.
Hey, man.
4 accents.
Hey, didn't they tear Jerusalem down to the ground? Titus came in 7 AD, didn't Then in Greece, that's when Antiochus Epiphanes came and defiled the temple right before the Maccabees got in, didn't
Yeah. Then you got...
You had Nebuchadnezzar.
And Nicanor.
You had Nicanor. You had Nebuchadnezzar. Ran us up out of the land, took us to Babylon, didn't he? Right. Then Cyrus the king, he had us go back. But then we messed up again, didn't it?
Man, boy. And he just told us right here.
There it is, right there, bro.
That your children.
Yes, sir.
The children of your children.
Come on, bro.
And the generations of your sons.
Yes, sir.
Will be interrogated.
Yes, sir. Continue to read, my brother.
Boy. It says, for you saw the first 4 busts, which were striking against the steps.
Yes, sir.
Angels ascending and descending.
Yes, sir.
And the bust amid the steps. The Most High will raise up kings from the grandsons of your brother Esau.
What? Wait a minute. He said he gonna raise up what?
Kings from the grandsons of your brother Esau.
And what, brother?
And they will receive all the nobles of the tribes of the earth.
See that? They gonna be over all the nobles. So who, like I said, behind every government, behind every bank, behind every shady deal, behind every rulership, Esau. You just heard it read out of the ladder of Jacob. Go ahead and read, brother.
Who will have maltreated your seed?
See, Esau ain't got no love for y'all. He said, who will have maltreated your seed? Continue to read.
And they will be delivered into his hand. And he will be vexed by them.
Yes, sir.
And he will hold them by force and rule over them.
See that with that slavery thing. That and the modern day slavery thing with all the entertainment in the sports and all that. But go ahead and read.
And they will not be able to oppose him until the day when his thought will go out against them to serve idols and to offer sacrifices of the dead.
Man, we know when that's gonna happen. But go ahead and read.
He will do violence to all those in his kingdom.
You hear that? He gonna do violence to you, Israel. Go ahead and read.
Who will be revealed in such guilt? Who will be revealed in such guilt? Both to do the highest man from your tribe.
From the highest man from your tribe, and what? Don't worry, I can't pronounce that word.
Yeah.
And Satan. That word, when we looked at that word up, I can't pronounce it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. When we look down on the footnote, that's just another name for Satan.
And Satan. No, Jacob, that your descendants shall be exiles in a strange land.
Where we sitting at right now? This the angel telling Jacob this now. He wasn't just talking about Egypt. Because he said he gonna, from the highest man of your tribe, him and Satan gonna be persecuting y'all. Go ahead and read.
And they will afflict them with slavery.
They will afflict them with slavery. Go ahead, my brother.
And inflict wounds on them every day.
Well, how many days?
Every day.
So, hey, bro, they pressing on Israel all the time. That's why I said they set their heart on your iniquity, and they sitting up coming up with different ways to take you out, man, to make you suffer. They just thinking up any and everything they can. Coming up with new ways, new evils to get you, Israel. They gonna flick you every day. If you ain't just going through no really, just persecute. Every time you go to the store, pay your house note, them taxes. Who you think getting all them taxes? Esau the Edomite.
Still paying tributary.
They're still tributary. He gonna afflict you every day. Go ahead, bro.
But the Lord will judge.
The Lord will judge
the people for whom they slay.
And for what?
For the people.
So, hey, man, he that leadeth in the captivity
shall go.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the faith and the patience of the saints, man.
All praise. All praise.
Hey, man, I'm just getting y'all heads up on this Esau thing. Now, let's go to one more place, well, two more places, bro. Because, hey, just like he said, this joker, he going to be after us all the time.
Every day.
Every day, then we ready. Yeah. Let's go somewhere and look at something, man. Let's go to Exodus, the 17. Then we're going to get into that Esther. I'm just setting the scene on something, man. Go to that Exodus, the 17. Exodus, the 17. Because it's a continued plot against us, bro. He said every day, didn't he?
Every day.
This man said he going to always be after you, Israel. You better keep your head on the swivel.
He let us know this is going to be to the end of the age.
To the end of the age. He ain't letting up. We need to be praying. We need to be fasting. We need to be keeping our head on the swivel, observing the days and the times, you hear me? And watching everything that moves at the side of your eye, man. Your peripherals, your spiritual peripherals need to be up at all times. You understand what I'm saying? But let's go here. Exodus the 17, my brother. And we're going to read verses 8 through 16 because the Most High, see, he didn't declare war on us. Guess what? The Most High declared war on him throughout all his generation. See, we got the help. We got the power. The Most High power is on our side because this joker declared death on us throughout our generation. We finna read that the Most High declared war on this joker.
Say we was going to be uprooted.
Yes, sir. But the Most High said, hey, man, I despise this cat. I hate this cat. Well, watch this. 8 through 16, bro. What do it say, my brother?
Exodus chapter 17, verse 8, and I read.
What did it say, man?
Then came Amalek.
One of the sons of Esau. Go ahead and read.
And fought with Israel in Rephidim.
Yeah. And this, hey, man, we in the wilderness, bro. This joker still ain't stopped. This year that the Jacob and passed, the patriarchs gone. This joker still at us, man. Go ahead and read.
And Moses said to Joshua, choose us out men and go out. Fight with Amalek.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of Yah in mine hand.
Yes, sir.
So Joshua did as Moses had said to him. And he fought with Amalek. Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill.
Go ahead, brother.
And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed.
Yeah.
And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed.
Go ahead and read.
But Moses' hands were heavy. And they took a stone and put it under him.
Yes, sir.
And he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hand.
Yeah, they holding him up. Go ahead.
The one on the one side and the other on the other side. And his hands were steady until the going down of the sun.
Go ahead, brother.
And Joshua
discomfited
Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword.
Killed them jokers off with their head, just like your granddaddy, partner. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial.
For what?
A memorial.
Oh, the Memorial of Purim. And you need to write this in your mind for a memorial. Because he's going to tell you something at the end of this chapter. So write this down for a memorial. Go ahead and read.
In a book.
Yeah, in
a book.
Go ahead.
And rehearse it in the ears of Joshua.
So for all, I got to say this, bro. I'm getting off track, but I got to say
this. Good.
For all you jokers that holler about, we don't keep Purim and this, that, and the third, all that. What the Most High just told you to do. He said for a rehearsal, then. Well, you got to practice this, man. A rehearsal. Now, there's a word for the Most High, yeah. But y'all don't do Purim. Huh? For a rehearsal, man.
Right.
Continue to read.
For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven.
He gonna do what?
Put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven.
And what else? Go ahead, brother.
And Moses built an altar and called the name
what he called?
Jehovah. Nisi.
Yod, hey, Wav, hey, Nisi. The Most High, our banner. our standard. It's wartime, partner. Yeah. What, don't the flag go out before they go to fight? Yeah. This our flag, our standard. Huh? Yod Wav Hey Nisi. Yahweh Nisi. Our banner.
Our power.
Our power. And he said, you better remember this here, man. Yeah. And have it for a rehearsal. We read that, didn't you? Continue to read, bro.
For he said, because the Lord have sworn.
Wait a minute, what? That the Lord has sworn. But did you? He said, because he have said the Yod Hey Wav Hey, the Most High Power has sworn what?
That the Lord will have war with Amalek
from what?
From generation to generation.
You lose, partner. You lose, Edom. You done. He said that the Most High gonna have war with Amalek from generation to generation. You lose.
Non-stop.
You lose. So how you want to come out? You lose. Guillotine off with our head, you still lose. Huh? You still lose, partner. Your arm too short to box with the Most High.
Oh, game.
Now you just read that. Let's go to one more place before we get into that. Let's go to Numbers, the 24. Ooh. Numbers, the 24. All praise to the Most High Yah for his wisdom, his protection, and his love upon the children of Israel. Let's go read about two more sorry jokes before we get into this thing. We're going to go to Numbers of 24, read 1 through 7, man. Then we're going to skip down and read 16 through 20, my brother. All right. What do it say?
Numbers 24, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not as at other times.
He knew it was a losing battle, but go ahead and read.
To seek for enchantments, but he set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tents, according to their tribes.
Yay!
And the spirit of Yah came upon him. And he took up his parable, and he said, Balaam, the son of Beor, have said, the man whose eyes are open have said.
What do you say, man?
He have said, which heard the words of Yah, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open.
Go ahead. What did it say, man?
How goodly are thy tents, O Jacob.
Oh, Esau.
O Jacob.
Oh, Jacob. Go ahead and read.
And thy tabernacles, O Israel. As the valleys are they spread forth, as gardens by the riverside. As the trees of line. Aloes, which the Lord have planted.
Who?
The Lord have planted.
Hey, man, go read that. Go read that. Psalms 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Go ahead and read, man.
And as a cedar tree,
yes, sir,
besides the waters,
he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Who bringeth forth fruit in the season, who leaf also shall not wither.
Shall not wither.
All praise. Go ahead and read, brother.
He shall pour the water out of his bucket.
He gonna pour the water out of his buckets and what?
And his seed shall be in many waters.
Yes, sir, and what?
And his king shall be higher than the Agag.
Wait a minute, man. Our king gonna be higher than Agag. Agag is the title of a king. And one of the grandsons of Amalek.
I heard that.
He said, his king shall be higher than Agag, and what else?
And his kingdom shall be exalted.
And his kingdom shall be exalted. So let me get that right there on the blue letter. Give me a second there, brother. I don't want these folks think I'm just keep talking on top of his head. Numbers 24, it was in verse 7, correct, my brother? Correct. Let's go to this is in the blue letter. This is in the blue letter, man. It said Agag, right?
Yep, Agag.
Now, this is H90. I'm going to let you hear it.
Strong's H90. Agag.
Agag. It says king of Amalek spared by Saul. There's just one of them. Now, let's go down to the strong definition. It says, Agag of uncertain duration, it compared to H89 of flame. Agag, a title of a Amalekitish king. So when you say Agag, that's why he said his king gonna be higher than Agag. Because Agag is also a title of a Amalekite king.
So he just said something about the Amalekites again.
Yeah, he just said something about them again. Why had you read that Exodus 7?
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? He said, from generation to generation, you got a problem with you, partner.
You got a problem.
You got a problem. And our king gonna be higher than their king.
And his kingdom gonna be exalted.
That's right. That's right. Now skip down, bro. Pick it up at the 16. Read 16 through 20. What do it say?
Verse 16.
This talking about Yeshua. Go ahead and read.
He have said, which heard the words of God, and knew the knowledge of the Most High.
Go ahead.
Which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now.
But not now.
I shall behold him, but not now. There shall come a star out of Jacob.
Yes, sir.
And a scepter shall rise out of Israel.
Yes, sir. Talking about Yeshua. Go ahead and read.
And shall smite the corners of Moab.
Moab, you done.
And destroy all the children of Sheth.
You done.
And Edom shall be a possession.
Oh, somebody go. So you going into slavery, because we read in that suit of paper, we gonna put us in slavery then. So now Edom got to go into slavery. See, Edom done looked in these books and he hot. He know his end. Just like the one he served, Hashatan, know his end.
Man, that's beautiful. You see the reaping, what you sow?
Yes, sir.
You see.
Yes, sir.
I've already tried to tell him, chill, man. Just do what we already agreed to.
That's it, bro. He tried to talk him out of it. Then he let his boy talk him back in it. You know what I'm saying?
Which got his head cracked.
Got his head severed off his body. See? But hey, man, like I said, in the end, we win. But go ahead.
And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession.
All the Edomites.
For his enemies. And Israel shall do valiantly.
Yes, sir.
Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion.
Yeshua HaMashiach.
And shall destroy him that remaineth of the city.
Who is this that coming with dyed garments from Bowls Rock? Like he treaded the wine fat. He said, I'm going to turn and go take care of this joker myself. Isaiah the 63.
Her still woolly and white.
That's right.
Garment speckled with the blood.
That's right. Go read it, Isaiah the 63. Who is this coming with dyed garments from Bowls Rock? Like he traded the wine press. Huh? Continue to read, my brother.
And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable.
He took up this parable and said, what did he say about Amalek?
And he said, Amalek was the first of the nations.
But what gonna happen to him though, Doc?
But his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
For what?
Forever.
You heard it. Esau is the end of this word. And Jacob is the beginning of it, which follow. Let's get into this Purim a little bit, bro. We still gonna take a few little pause for the cause of this thing. Let's go to Esther. Did we read that 20, my brother? Yeah, we read it. That was it. Let's go to Esther. Let's go to the book of Esther. I just want to take on a little different flavor on that, man. You know, show these jokes. Hey, man, at the end of the day, it's always going to be a plot against you, Israel. But in the end, we win. And the Most High got a problem with this joker here too, man. So don't think that you ain't got no help. Because he said from generation to generation, I'm going to have a problem with this joker. I'm going to make war against him since he want to make war against my people. Let's go to Esther the 1. We're going to read 1 through 5, my brother.
Hold on, let me get there.
Okay, go ahead. We're going to read Esther the 1. We're going to Esther the 1. We're going to read verses 1 through 5. Then we're going to skip down and read 9 through 22. Y'all strap in. We got to do a little read, okay? We got to do a little read. We got to do a little read. Esther the 1. And when you get it, my brother, pick it up at the verse 1, read 1 through 5. Then we're gonna skip down, read 9 through 22. Just to set the scene on this Purim. Because, hey man, because of what this sister and her cousin, her big cousin did, man. Man, kept Israel from being wiped out. I told you, Most High always got something going on. He always got a provincial grace. What you need? You good?
I didn't see it.
There it is right there. You man.
I shot past it. So
yeah, you shot past. It ain't very long. Pick up the 1. Pick it up at the 1, man. Pick it up at the 1, read 1 through 5, then skip down.
All right.
When you get it, go ahead.
The book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now it came to pass in the days of
Ahasuerus,
that is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia.
You had a big kingdom, but go ahead and read.
Over 107 and 20 provinces.
Yeah.
That in those days, when the king Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan the palace.
Yay.
In the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants, the power of Persia and Medes.
So it's the Medes and the Persians, but go ahead and read.
The nobles and the princes of the province.
Go ahead.
Before him. When he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty, many days, even 180 days.
Man, this joker threw a party for 180 days, man. I can't party for a little bit. This man threw a party for 180 days. Ooh. Imagine partying for 180 days. Go ahead and read, but them heat, they get down like that. Go ahead and read, bro.
And when these days were expired,
what did he do?
The king made a feast
for
all the people.
You hear that? Now he just had a 180-day party, and he had another feast.
Right.
Go ahead. Woo. Go ahead, man. The wine was flowing, I bet you. Go ahead.
That the present in Shushan the palace.
Yeah.
Both unto the great and small 7 days. And in the court of the garden of the king's palace.
All right, for the sake of time, skip down to verse 9. What did it say, man?
Verse 9. Also, Vashti. Boy, these names.
Yeah, that's all right. Go
also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house.
So the king having his party, she having a party for the women. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead and read.
Which belonged to the king, Ahasuerus.
Yeah, there you go. You gonna get it.
On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman,
Bizda,
Harbona, Bigda, and Abagda, Zethor, and Carcass. The 7 chamberlains.
The 7 chamberlains. Go ahead and read.
That served in the presence of Ahasuerus, the king.
Go ahead, brother.
To bring Vashti, the queen, before the king with the crown royal.
With the what?
With the crown royal.
Go ahead. Gotta choke you up. This is some of that water. Yo, you think drinking good up there?
Well, somebody just said they got everything out the Bible.
Yeah.
Got crown royal out too.
With the crown royal. But yeah.
Excuse me.
They go get my wife, man. He feeling good. He been licking up for 187 days. He feeling good, everything. He got this super fine woman. He want to show off. You understand what I'm saying? Go get Miguel, man. Bring on out here, man. So I can showcase. But go ahead and read.
To show the people and the princess her beauty, for she was fair to look on.
Yeah.
But the queen Vashti refused to come.
She did what?
The king's command.
Hold up now.
Refused to come.
When the king say something, man, you got to roll, so. When the king tell you do something, ain't no I ain't gonna do it. When the king lay it down, that's just what it is. Man. You hear me? Ain't no I ain't going out there. You see what I'm saying? And sisters, let this be a lesson to y'all sisters that's trying to portray to be virtuous women. And like the Bruce said, ain't nothing but a dragon in the head wrap. When your man telling you something righteous, that you do, close your mouth and do it. I know you don't want to hear it, but you gonna hear it. You know, brother, y'all, everybody know me, know brother T. When the king of the house say do thus and thus in his righteous judgment, righteous direction, close your mouth and do it. Because we finna read something about this sister. What happened to her? You can be replaced. You understand what I'm saying? You can just be holding the spot down. You see what I'm saying? We got a lesson we do. Are you a spot holder? She was just a spot holder. So you need to zip your lip and get it done. Bite your tongue off if you have to, but get it done. Go ahead, brother.
Therefore, the king was very wroth with her.
And
his anger burned in him.
Ooh, he was hot. Go ahead, bro.
Then the king said to the wise men,
what did he say?
Which knew the times. For so was the king's manner toward all that knew the law and judgment.
Yay.
And the next unto him was Karshina. She thought. Admatha. Tarshish. Maris. Marcina. And
Mucamacan. Yeah, Mucamacan.
The 7 princes of Persia and Mede.
So, hey, man, he had his 7 rulers. And all these people right here, man, king to call old girl. She ain't coming.
She finna embarrass this man.
She done embarrassed. And they like, man, what's up with this here? King ain't got no pool in his own house.
I thought you was king.
Go ahead, bro.
What shall we do unto the queen Vashti? Hold on, I skipped. No, that's where we at. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law? Because she have not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamber.
Go ahead.
And Memucan answered before the king and the princes.
What do you say?
Vashti the queen have not done wrong to the king only.
But what?
But also to all the princes.
Man, she ain't just disrespected you, bro. She done disrespected everybody that's up in here. Ooh. And go ahead and read. And what?
And to all the people that are in the province of the king Ahasuerus.
Man, every brother that's in these provinces, man, that you done gave a little rank and rule to, man, she done disrespected all of us, man. Because they finna tell him what? Go ahead and read.
For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women.
Everybody gonna hear about this. All these sisters gonna hear about this and what?
So that they shall despise their husband in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him.
And what?
But she came not.
He said, hey, man, if you don't check this man, all wives gonna hear about it. Everybody white, they gonna say, you ain't no king. And if she ain't got to come to the king, I ain't got to come to you. See, that's how evil spread.
Yeah.
And see, that's why I say you brothers and you sisters got a little rank and authority wherever you may be. Especially, I'm talking to the elder sisters and the elder brothers. Man, you got to watch yourself, watch your walk. Because folks is watching you and they see you pull something off. You understand what I'm saying? They like, well, if she can get away with it, if he can get away with it, then I can too.
And it's funny because we know she know the law, right? Yeah. You just said she know the law.
Yeah. When the king called, you come running.
So people transgressing the law be an example for other people.
Yes, sir.
Transgress the law.
Hey, that's in curriculum. Okay. These things will put in for our example. Huh? Go ahead and read.
Likewise, shall the ladies of Persia and Mede say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen.
Right.
Thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath.
Man, ain't gonna be too much drama around here, king. You gotta do something about this, bro. Go ahead.
If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persian and the Mede, that it be not altered.
Yeah.
That Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus.
She just lost her spot.
And let the king give her royal estate unto another.
And she got demoted.
That is better than she. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great. All the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small.
Hey, man, when the man say something, they gonna know. Look, man, you see what the king did to his old lady? You want to lose your spot too? He said the great and small one. Well, they gonna obey their husband. See what I'm saying? And it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It just had to happen. But hey, it is what it is. She should have just, hey, swallowed her pride or whatever she had going on, and just gone showed up like the king told her to.
And she wouldn't have even lost her spot.
No. Go ahead, bro.
And then she can't show out on this.
No, she done.
With them
she done. She finished. Go ahead.
Then said the king's servants.
Yeah, you had verse 21.
And he's saying, and the saying pleased the king and the princess, and the king did according to the words of Memorial. For he sent letters unto all the king's provinces, unto every province according to the writings thereof, and to every people after their language.
So everybody, you ain't had no excuse. It came out. There you go. Go ahead and read.
Every man should bear rule in his own house.
That who?
Every man should bear rule in his own house.
Message. And guess what? They ain't saying nothing the Most High ain't said.
Right.
He said, your desire shall be towards your husband, and he shall rule over you. Yep. So, yeah, I ain't gonna go ahead, bro. I'm finna go off on a tangent again on there, because they get me hot. But go ahead, bro.
And that it should be published according to the language of every people.
But something I done found out, bro. We'll do something when the heathen tells us to do.
Oh, yeah.
But when the Most High tells us to do something, you won't do it. You know how I know? When you ride down the street, you see the police, boy, you straighten up, man, click the seatbelt, turn the well, heathen on you not see. But the Most High tell you to obey his law. Oh, last days. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And we so last today, we make music glorifying the fact that we in our own hood. We'll knock your pictures off your wall before we turn out.
Yeah. No respect. But it's just us in the nutshell. Go roll on in the chapter 2, bro.
Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Verse 1. And after these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what was decreed against her. Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, let there be a fair young virgin sought for the king.
Yeah, hey man, she done. Let's go find the king another little tenderoni, man.
And let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom. That they may gather together the fair young virgins.
These jokers on a tender hunt, son. He got 100, what did he say, 27, 47 provinces? He said, hey, man, I want everybody in these provinces go find the finest, most beautiful girl you can find and bring her here.
For the king.
For the king. Hey, man, that man on a tender hunt. Go ahead, bro.
Bring all the fair young virgins unto Shushan the palace. To the house of the women, unto the custody of the hedge of the king.
Go ahead, brother.
The king's chamberlain, keeper of the women, and let their things for purification given them. And let the maiden which pleases the king be queen instead of Vashti.
So hey, out of all these women you pick, man, then when he gonna pick one of them that's gonna be the queen in Vashti's stead. Like I said, she was just holding the spot down because the Most I had a plan for all this anyway. Because he knew the heart of Haman, because he knew the heart of Amalek, he know the heart of Edom, don't he? Go ahead and read.
Same people.
Yes, sir.
Now, in Shushan, the palace was more. Now, in Shushan, the palace, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shimei, and the son of Kish, of Benjamin.
So this brother was from the tribe of Benjamin, but Mordecai would, but go ahead and read.
Who had carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity, which had been carried away with Jeconiah, the king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away.
So this is doing after the Babylonian Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonian king. This is doing the Medo-Persian kingdom rule. And these brothers here, they still in Shushan the palace. They didn't go back. You know what I'm saying? With the other exiled Hebrews back to Jerusalem. They laid back. They stayed where they was at. In Shushan, okay? But go ahead and read. Verse 7.
And he brought up Hadassah.
Uh-huh.
That is Esther's, his uncle.
Uh-huh. So this is his cousin. It's Esther, his uncle's daughter. So this Esther or Hadassah was his uncle's daughter, which made him his cousin. Made her his cousin, right? Go ahead and read.
For she had neither father nor mother.
Uh-huh.
And the maid was fair and beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter.
So when her father and mother died, his brother took up on his own house and raised her as his own daughter. But go ahead and read.
So it came to pass, when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan, the palace, to the custody of Haggai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house.
So hey man, she was right up under his nose. The king didn't even know. He snatched the old girl up, didn't he, man?
Real quick.
Hey, I need you to come with me. You like something like the king might want to look at. Go ahead and read.
And to the custody of Haggai, the keeper of the women.
The keeper of the women. Go ahead and read.
And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him. And he speedily gave her things for purification. For purification.
Go ahead, bro.
With such things as belonging to her, and 7 maidens which were met to be given to her.
So she had 7 servants of her own. But go ahead and read. Just for looking good.
Just for looking good.
She got the thing for purification, and she got 7 people to wait on her hand and foot.
What?
Go ahead and read.
Out of the king's house, and he preferred her unto the best place of the palace. I mean, of the women of. The best place of the house of the women.
Yeah. So he didn't already peep game on us. He's like, man, she kind of all these other chicks they done brought him, man. She look like she gonna be top of the list.
So he made her a priority.
Yeah. He made her a priority. But go ahead and read.
Esther had not shown her people nor her kindred.
She had not did what?
Showed her people nor her kindred.
So this was the Most High provision. By her not showing who she was, what type of person she was, as far as being a Hebrew, she ain't showed that, hey, I'm a Hebrew. She just kept that up on the wraps. See, sometimes we have to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You know what I'm saying? We ain't ashamed of our Most High or our heritage, but sometimes, man, hey, depend on your surroundings until you find out what's really going on, what kind of scene you in. Hey, man, you just lay back. This time is right. Most High gonna give you utterance to give what you got to do. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to lay back in the cut, bro.
Yeah, and not be hasteful.
Yeah, not be hasteful. That's right. Go ahead and read.
For Mordecai had charged her that she should not show it. And Mordecai walked every day before the court of the women's house to know how Esther did, and what should become of her.
So because he looking after her. She said, hey man, let's lay back for a minute. Don't say nothing about being Hebrew right now. Let's scope out the scene out here. Then we'll go from there. That's what because done told. But go ahead and read.
Now when every maid turn was come to go in to the king Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months. According to the manner of the women, for so were the days of their purification.
Did you hear that? These sisters been soaking in oils and stuff for 12 months, man. These sisters smelling good. They've been soaking in myrrh and oil for 12 months, man. Perfume for 12 months. Soaked up for 12 months, man.
To wit, 6 months with oil and myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors.
Woo-wee! All down for 6 months. Go ahead, bro.
Other things for purifying of the woman.
Yeah.
Then thus came every maiden into the king.
Now he done gathered all of them up there. Go ahead and read.
Whosoever she desired was given her.
Whatsoever
she desired was given her to go with her out of the house of the women unto the house of the king. In the evening she went, and on the morrow she returned unto the second house of the women, to the custody of
Shazgaz,
the king's chamber.
Another chamber. Let me go ahead.
Which kept the concubines. She came in unto the king no more, except the king delighted in her, and that she was called by name.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the turn of Esther, the daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had taken her for his daughter, was come to go in unto the king, she required nothing but what Hegiah, the king's chamberlain, the keeper of the women, appointed.
Mm-hmm.
And Esther obtained favor in the sight of all of them that looked upon her.
Hey, man, she was show-stopping. She's show-stopping, bro. When she walked on the scene, everybody like, man, who is that? She show-stopping. Everybody stop and look.
And then she ain't had made.
Now it's almost like a Miss America pageant coming up in there. And then she show-stopped. Go ahead and read. But it's all the Most High doing, though. Go ahead and read.
So Esther was taken unto King Ahasuerus into his house, royal in the 10th month.
Yay.
Which is the month Tebet.
Mm-hmm.
In the 7th year of his reign.
Go ahead, brother.
And he loved Esther above all the women.
Oh, so she got his heart now. She got his heart. Go ahead.
And she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins.
More than everybody. Go ahead.
So that he set the royal crown upon her head. And made her queen instead of Vashti.
I told you, don't be no spot hole. Don't be no spot hole. Hey, just like your boy, what's the idiot name that was married to Abigail that David was gonna kill? What's his name?
Nabal.
Yeah, Nabal. See, he was just a spot holder. See what I'm saying? He was a spot holder too. David came by and scooped up, didn't he? See, you running your mouth, you out of order.
Out of order.
You might just be a spot holder. You might just be a spot holder. See what I'm saying?
So we gotta watch, make sure we not getting out of order.
Yeah, man, you better make sure you ain't out of order. You might just be a spot holder. Just like Saul was a spot holder. Till he got David ready. See what I'm saying? You're holding down a spot, bro.
And he got upset because the song told the dude.
Yeah, but this joke was he spot holder for 40 years though. Till David was ready. See, you can be just because you've been somewhere a long time don't mean that the Most High rolling with you. You can just be holding the spot down.
Keeping their seat warm.
That's all you doing. Go ahead and read.
And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kind. Hold on.
No, 18. Yeah, verse 18.
Then the king made a great feast unto all his princes and his servants.
Yeah.
Even Esther's feast. And he made a release to the provinces and gave gifts according to the state of the king.
Skip down to verse 21, bro.
Verse 21. And in those days, while Mordecai sat in the king's gate,
still watching after this little cousin, go ahead and read.
2 of the king's chamberlain, Big Dan
and T-Rex.
Yeah. Of those which kept the door were wroth. And sought to lay hand on the king.
So you got a coup being playing. You got Big Dan and T-Rex. They ready to lay hands on the king. But Mordecai, he laying at the gate. He peeping game. Go ahead and read.
And the thing was known to Mordecai, who told it unto Esther, the queen. And Esther certified the king thereof in Mordecai's name.
So she ain't, man, my uncle told me, man, these 2 dudes finna try to lay hands on you, king. You might want to watch your back.
Yep.
Go ahead and read.
And when inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out. Therefore, they both were hanged on a tree. And it was written in the book of the Chronicles before the king.
Now go ahead and roll on in chapter 3, man.
After these things did King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of
Hammedatha. The who?
The Agagite.
The who? The
Agagite.
Oh, wait a minute. After these things did Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set him above all the princes that were with him. So this
Agag.
There you go. We finna read it.
Oh, okay.
We finna read it. So the Agagite, correct? That's what it said then.
That's what it said.
Read verse 2.
And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverence Haman.
Because he top dog on the king rulers. You know what I'm saying? Little prince boy. But we gonna read in another book that he was just there to spy. We gonna read it.
Boy, Esau,
he's slick, man. Go ahead and read.
Boy.
The Agagite.
And concerning him, but Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence.
Man, ain't no Israelite finna be bound to no Edomite. He said he an Agagite, right? Let's hold your spot right there, brothers and sisters. Let's go to Genesis, the 36, man. Hold your spot right there. Flip over real quick. Genesis, the 36. Genesis, the 30. Because Agag is the title of an Amalek king, right? We read that, didn't we? Read in that blue letter, right? Genesis 36, 15. We're going to read 15 through 16. Then we're going to skip down 19. Then we're going one more other place. Then we're going back to Esther. Check this out. 15 through 16. Hey, my brother.
Verse 15.
Hold on. 30. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in number 36. Genesis 36, bro. I'm messing up. Go back to the beginning. Genesis 36. Messing up, bro. Genesis 36, 15 through 16. You get there. I'm trying to get there. All right. 15 through 16. When you get it, bro, go ahead and read.
All right. Genesis chapter 36, verse 15. And it reads.
What did it say, man?
These were dukes of the sons of Esau.
These were the chiefs of the sons of Esau. Go ahead and read. Who is it?
Sons of Eliphaz.
The who?
Eliphaz.
Eliphaz, the who?
The firstborn son of Esau.
So if you are the firstborn son, you got rank, right? Now he's gonna run his sons now. Look who his son was.
Duke Timmy.
Timon.
Duke Timmy.
Duke
Omar.
And who else?
Duke Zepho.
Zepho.
Yep.
Hey man, Zepho, keep that in mind. We ain't gonna go, but you can go read about Zepho in that batch. I think from chapters 57 down to 61. Chief Zepho, because the word Duke just means chief. So Chief Zepho, Chief Timon, go ahead. Who else? Omar.
Kenaz. Duke Korah. Duke
Gator.
Duke Gator.
And who else?
And Duke Amalek.
And Duke Amalek what?
These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. And these were the sons of Adon.
His first wife. So now we read that, right, bro? We read about Zepho and Amalek, didn't we? Yeah. But in Esther, they called him an Agagite. Correct. So he was of royal blood from these Edomites, because we read in over there that Agag is the title of an Amalek king. Right. So if he was an Agagite, that means he was from Amalek. We read that, right? We read that in the blue letter, right? He was right here in Esther say he was an Agagite. So that means he was from the tribe of Amalek with him. Now, let's go somewhere. Before we go back to that Esther 3, man. Before we go back to that, did we read 19? Read that 19. Did you read 19?
No.
Skip down, read 19, y'all. Hold up. Read that 19 and that 36. What do it say?
These are the sons of Esau.
These are the sons of Esau.
Who is Edom. And these are their dukes. So
these sons, these chiefs are from Edom. We just read it. All right. Now let's go pick your apocryphals up real quick and go to the editions of Esther. We're going to read just a little short something, bro. A little short something. The editions of Esther. And we're going to pick it up at, I'm going to pick this up at.
Page 55.
Yeah. Pick it up at verse, what I want to do? Pick it up at verse 1. The editions of Esther. Let me get there. The editions of Esther.
What chapter?
Chapter 16, man. It picks up at it says 16, but it really ain't. It is 16, but it's just an addition. Mm-hmm. So pick it up at verse 1, man. Got verse 1. We're gonna read verses 1 through 6, bro. Then we're gonna read 10 through 20. Check it out. Look what it say.
The great king Artaxerxes
is the same as Ahasuerus. Go ahead and read.
Unto the princes and governors of the 107 and 20 provinces.
We read about the 127 provinces, right? Mm-hmm. So same king, go ahead and read.
From India unto Ethiopia.
Read that in 66, right? Go ahead and read.
And unto all of our faithful subjects.
Yes, sir.
Greetings. Many the more often they are honored with the great bounty of their gracious princes. Mm-hmm. The more proud they are waxing, and endeavor to hurt not our subjects only, but not being able to bear abundance, do take in hand to practice also against those that do them good.
And he did Haman good because he promoted him above all the other princes, and he still was spying on him. We're going to prove that. Not only was he trying to do the Jews in, he was trying to do them in. We're going to read it. Go ahead and read. Snake.
And take not only thankfulness away from among men, but also lift it up with glorious words of lewd persons.
And lewd persons. Go ahead, bro.
That were never good.
Never good.
They think to escape the justice of God. That seeth all things and hateth evil.
Man, the book say, man, that the Most High eyes burn 10,000 times hotter than the sun. He see everything. That's what the script say. Go ahead.
Oftentimes, also first speech of those that are put in trust to manage their friends.
See that? See, hey man, they gonna talk all kind of good words and fair speeches trying to deceive the heart of the simple. Go ahead, bro.
Have caused many that are in authority to be partakers of innocent blood.
You see that? That's what he was trying to get Ahasuerus to do. Mm-hmm. They done called many to be partakers of innocent blood. Go ahead. That's right, bro. Go ahead and read.
Man. And have enwrapped them in remediless calamity.
Can't fix the remedies up. Can't fix the calamities up. But what? Look what it say.
Beguiling with the falsehood and deceit of their lewd disposition. The innocency and goodness of princes.
Skip down for the sake of time. Skip down to verse 10. What do it say?
For among
same as Haman, a what?
Macedonian.
Stop.
Macedonian.
They said he was an Agagite from Amalek.
Right.
Now they call him a Macedonian. Well, like I said, we ain't got time. If you go read the book of Jasher, Zepho, one of his brethren, who conquered Chittim, which was known as Greek, which was also known as Macedonia. You want me to prove that to you? Go to First Maccabees. Go to First Maccabees in the Apocrypha. Go to First Maccabees. First Maccabees, man. First Maccabees. We putting this thing together, bro. Go to First Maccabees. Pick it up at the 1, man. And then we're going to skip down. You hear me?
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1.
Verse 1, what do it say, man? And it happened what? This is about Alexander.
And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip.
The what?
The Macedonian.
That came out of what?
That came out of the land of Chittim.
That's where Zepho went. The Edomite. That's what Zepho went and conquered. He became the king of Chittim. Then he conquered Rome.
Man, boy.
It said, then it happened that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, so Haman, the Edomite or Agagite, was also a Macedonian. So we know that he's from the seed of Esau. And guess what? He got 2 things on his mind. Kill off Jacob and take over the other kingdom. Now, who's the next kingdom after Medo-Persia? Greece.
Yeah.
Ain't that what?
That's what it says right here. It says,
go ahead, keep reading.
Who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of Persia, and Media, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
Then we don't need no more of that. Let's go back to that Esther, man, and pick it back up at the 10 and read on down through it. Then we're going to get back to this Esther. Back to the 66 Esther. Pick it back up at in the editions of Esther, chapter 16, verse 10. What do it say?
For Haman.
Or Haman. Go ahead.
Of Macedonian, the son of Amatha.
Hey, we read that. Yep. The son of Hamatha. Or right here, they got it. Hamatha. Right. Go ahead.
being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood.
So he was not a Persian. He was a Macedonian from Chittim.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and read.
And far distant from our goodness.
Uh-huh.
And as a stranger received of us.
And received of us what?
Had so far forth obtained the favor that we show toward every nation, as that he was called our Father, and was continually honored of all men.
Go ahead,
as
brother.
The next person unto the king. But he, not being his great dignity, was about to deprive us of our kingdom.
He was trying to do what?
Deprive us of our kingdom.
Told you he would sit there to spy on.
And life.
And life. And doing what?
Having by many fold.
Many manifold.
Woo.
By many manifold and what?
And cunning deceits. Sought of us the destruction. As well
as Mordecai. Same thing as Mordecai. But go ahead and read.
Who saved our life.
Yay.
And continually procure our good. As also of blameless Esther. Partaker of our kingdom with their whole nation.
With their whole nation. Go ahead, brother.
For by these means he thought, finding us destitute of friends, to have translated the kingdom
from
of
what?
Persia to the Macedonians.
See, he was there to spy. He was trying to do two things. He was trying to take over the world. He was a spy from Macedonia, and he was trying to take out the Israelites.
Still king.
And kill all the Israelites. Kill them. Continue to read, my brother.
But we find that the Jews, whom this wicked wretch have delivered to utter destruction.
Well, what?
Are no evildoer.
But what?
But live by most just law.
So if you keeping the law, the Most High gonna ride with you. Go ahead and read.
And that they be children of the Most High. And most mighty living God.
Yes, sir. The one who didn't declare war on Amalek. Go ahead and read.
Who have ordered the kingdom, both unto us and to our progenitors.
So he even knew who ordered the kingdom. The Most High said, I set up kings and pulled down kings. He said, I hold the heart of the king in my hand and I turn it whatsoever way I will.
Yep.
Go ahead and read.
In the most excellent manner.
Yay.
Wherefore ye shall do well not to put in execution the letter sent unto you by Haman, the son of Hammedatha.
Yeah, he said, man, don't put them letters in work, man. Because this joke, he was with deceit, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
For he that was the worker of these things is hanged at the gate of Shushan. With all his family. Yah, who ruleth all things.
With ruler who?
All things. Speedily rendering vengeance to him according to his desert.
Yeah, you got your just deserts, partner.
Therefore, ye shall publish the copy of this letter in all the places that the Jews may freely live after their own law.
That's right.
And ye shall aid them that even the same day.
This what day?
The same day.
Being what?
Being the 13th day of the 12th month, Adar.
Here we go right here. You understand? This is where we at. Go ahead and read.
They may be avenged on them, who in the time of their affliction shall set upon them.
And that's good right there. Let's go back to that. Now you see how they shape shift. They didn't win and change names, take over nations. They everywhere.
From the Persian bloodline, but then they were Persian.
No, he said he was not from the Persian bloodline, but a Macedonian. See, Zepho went and conquered Chip. So now you know what Alexander the Great was. You see what I'm saying? See, everybody want to have about Esau this, Esau that. We just ran the lineage down, bro. Just ran it down that quick. He everywhere. Now let's go back to Esther, chapter 3, pick it up at the verse 3, brother. What do it say?
Chapter 3, verse 3. Then the king's servant, which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, why transgressest thou the king's commandment?
Right. Ask Mordecai why he ain't bound to him. Man, forget you. Go ahead.
Now it came to pass when they spoke daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them.
Hey, Mordecai said, man, go on about your business, bro. I ain't thinking about y'all. Go ahead.
That they told Haman to see whether Mordecai matters would stand, For he had told them that he was a Jew. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai.
Yeah, he wanted to lay hands on him. Go ahead.
For they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews.
All the Jews that were throughout what?
The whole kingdom of Ahasuerus.
See, man, he said, man, just cause this one joke in the back, I want to kill all of them. But it was already hard to do anyway. Go ahead and read, bro.
Even the people of Mordecai. In the first month, that is the month Nisan. In the 12th year of the king Ahasuerus. They cast pur.
They cast what?
Pur.
Now, that word pur is H6332. It means a lot, or some people call it throwing dice or whatever. As by mean of a broken piece, to crush, to break, to bring to naught, or to bring to nothing. So they casting a lot. They casting pur to say, hey, how we gonna kill all these jokers?
They basically gambling to see who got the best plan.
Man, they saying, hey man, who got the best plan? That's how we kill these Jews. You see what I'm saying? So they say, hey man, we trying to bring these jokers to nothing. Boy. This is the remembrance, the Memorial of Purim.
Can I get a seat?
Just a continual reminder of the assault against Israel. Continue to read, bro.
That is the lot before Haman from day to day and from month to month to the 12th month.
That is what?
That is the month of Adar.
Now we read that in the Apocrypha, right? Go ahead and read verse 8.
And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom. And their laws are diverse from all the people.
So then we're peculiar people. Go ahead and read.
Neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore, is it not for the king's profit to suffer them?
Go ahead, brother.
If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed, and I may pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hand of those that have the charge of the business to bring it unto the king's treasury.
Go ahead and read verse 10. What do it say?
And the king took his ring from his hand.
And then what?
And he gave it to Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite. The Jews' enemy.
There you go again. So I don't know why y'all trying to be buddy with these jokers. The Jews' enemy.
I ain't say it.
Now, if the Most High keep telling you the same thing, we done read out of the Pseudepigrapha. We done read out the Apocrypha. We done read out the Old Testament, New Testament. How many times he got to tell you? This joker don't mean you no good.
No good.
Now we're reading book. But go ahead and read, bro. I tell you what, skip down for the sake of time. You hear me? Because the letters that went out. Let's go roll on into chapter 4, man. Let's go and roll into chapter 4 because the word had been put out. And Haman, he feeling good about himself. He done got the king's ring, he got the signet, and he done punched the signet on it. So it's law now. Kill all the Jews.
Kill them all.
Roll on to chapter 4, man, for the sake of time. Go ahead and read.
When Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes. And he put on a sackcloth with ashes. And he went out into the midst of the city. And he cried with a loud and bitter cry.
Loud and bitter cry. What do you say, man?
And came even before the king's gate. But none might enter into the king's gate clothed with a sackcloth. And in every province whatsoever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews.
Hey, man, great mourning. So, hey, man, when stuff like this happen, when that great tribulation happen, or just any type of persecution happen, period, we need to start mourning and crying before our Most High Yah.
As a collective.
As a collective, man, hey, turn that plate over, turn that cup over, and get on your face before your God and cry out to your power. That's what we need to do. And watch the move in the hand of the Most High Yah on our behalf. No matter what it is.
Now, he made themselves so humble, he put on sackcloth with ash.
Yes, sir.
Made himself like the dirt from the ground.
Yes, sir. And so now he done got word to Esther, right? Now, Then Esther then sent back the word that she got it. So for the sake of time, skip down to verse 12. What do it say, bro?
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And they told to Mordecai Esther's words.
She said, I got you, cuz. I got you, I got you. I'm finna go bring this before the king. And what did he say?
Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther.
What did he say, man?
Think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews.
Hey, man, because he said, don't think just because you in the king's house and you the queen, you're going to escape. He said, all the Jews got to die. And once this joker find out that you a Jew, you're off with your head too.
Coming in.
He said, don't think because you laying up in that luxury that it don't pertain to you.
And see, our people, we got that bad.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get in the big house, or as they used to say, the house.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll think we the same.
You think God made the Most High gave you a little leisure in this captivity? You thinking, I'm straight. Forget them niggas.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's them.
Yeah, no, it's you too. Verse 13, what did it say, man?
Yeah.
No, verse 14, I'm sorry.
For if thou altogether holdest thy peace.
If thou holdest thy peace.
At this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place.
He said, man, if you don't say nothing, the Most High he gonna get us out of this.
Right.
But he said, what he say to him, man?
But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed.
And what else?
And who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this?
And I'm gonna tell you, who knoweth that thou is coming to the kingdom for such a time as this? You know you Israel. You know the plight of your people. You know what's finna go down in this earth. Think yourself blessed to be in this time and not cursed to be in this time to see the mighty hand and the mighty move of Yod Hey Wav Hey on his people. Who knoweth if you've been brought into the kingdom for such a time as this? You hear me? Telling you the same thing. Skip down, bro. Skip down. No. Roll on to chapter 5. Let's see what Esther's intervention was in this thing. Go to chapter 5. What did it say? You can start picking up at the 1.
Chapter 5, verse 1.
Yeah.
Now it came to pass on the third day that Esther put on her royal apparel and stood in the inner court of the king's house, over against the king's house. And the king sat upon his royal throne in his royal house, over against the gates of the house. And it was so, when the king saw Esther, the queen, standing in the court, that she obtained favor in his sight.
Right.
And the king held out to Esther the golden scepter that was in his hand.
That's right. So he told him to come on in. Go ahead and read.
So Esther drew near and touched the top of the scepter.
Yes, sir.
Then said the king unto her, what wilt thou, Queen Esther? And what is thy request? It shall be even given to the half of the kingdom.
Yes, sir.
And Esther answered, if it seem good unto thy king, let the king and Haman come this day unto the banquet that I have.
She set something up, man. Say, man, can you and Haman come to the banquet I'm trying to set up? Need both of y'all to come. Go ahead and read. She finna get this joker. Go ahead.
Then the king said, cause Haman to make haste, that he may do as Esther has said.
Man, you do what my wife told you to do, man. Get your butt up here.
So the king and Haman came to the banquet that Esther had prepared. And the king said unto Esther at the banquet of the wine, what is thy petition? And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? Even to the half of the kingdom.
He said, man, if you won't have my kingdom, that's how fine this brother, how much influence he had on the king. He said, man, even have the kingdom of yours. Now, this brother had 127 prophets, man. He said, man, if you won't have the kingdom, I give to you. That's how much influence he had on the king. But go ahead and read.
It shall be performed.
It's going to be done.
Then answered Esther and said, my petition and my request is
what?
If I have found favor in the sight of the king, and if it please the king to grant my petition and to perform my request, let the king and Haman come to the banquet that I shall prepare for them. And I will do tomorrow as the king have said.
So now we gonna skip all this because Haman, he finna get he feeling pretty good about himself. And so now he finna get these gallows to hang all these Hebrews up with. And he done went home. He telling the wife and everything, telling the family, hey, man, I'm finna kill these jokers, man. I'm finna get some gallows made so I can hang these Jews. And so let's roll on into chapter 6 for the sake of time. We run a little long. Let's go on chapter 6, man. What do it say? Verse 1.
Verse 1. On that night could not the king sleep. And he commanded to bring the book of records of the Chronicles, and they were read before the king. And it was found written that Mordecai had told of Bagdana.
Yeah, Bigtha and Teresh.
And Teresh, two of the king's chamberlains, the keepers of the doors, who sought to lay hands on the king.
So he remembered what Mordecai did for him.
And the king said, what honor and dignity have been done to Mordecai for this?
Right.
Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, there is nothing done to him for him. And the king said, who is in the court? Now Haman was come unto the outward court of the king's house,
right,
to speak unto the king to hang Mordecai on the gallows,
right,
that he had prepared for him.
So the Most High to put it on the king's mind, like, man, God ain't do nothing for this dude Mordecai to save my life. But now Haman finna get ready to hang the brother.
So he can't sleep because now Mordecai's name on
his mind. That's right. The Most High to put his name on his mind, bro.
And so now he like give him honor. But dude finna come and be
dude
like,
finna try to hang
king. Hold on, verse 6. So Haman came in, and the king said unto him, what shall be done unto the man whom the king...
Look at this.
And Haman answered the king, for the man whom the king delighteth to honor, let the royal apparel be brought, which the king useth to wear.
Yay.
And the horse that the king rideth upon, and the crown royal, which is set upon his head.
Yay.
And let this apparel and the horse be delivered to the hand of the one of the king's most noble princes, that they may array the man with all whom the king delighteth to honor.
And what did the king say?
And bring him back on horseback. Then the king said to Haman, make haste and take the apparel and the horse, and as thou hast said,
and do what?
And to do even so to Mordecai the Jew.
There it is, right there. Keep on.
Ooh.
That sitteth in the king gate.
Let nothing fail of all that thou hast spoken.
See, now Haman, he hot. He go back and he tell his wife and his friend, man, I was just gonna kill this nigga. And now the king wanted him to put on a apparel, man. And he mad. So for the second time, going on in chapter 7. Y'all go back and read all this other stuff on y'all own. Now, these same gallows.
It's funny because he spoke all these flattering and niceties, thinking it finna come to him.
Yeah, he thinking that the king talking about him. He like, no, this dude saved my life, man. And he said, yeah, let ride king on your horse, king. Like he the man.
Right. And another way to kind of supplant the kingdom, which he was trying to inspire.
He was trying to do anyway.
Boy.
See how slick this Sarge joke
knew
is?
His plan was working.
See how slick this Sarge joke is? And so now Mordecai been exalted. Haman, he hot. But Esther still got her thing going. Going down to chapter 7, what it say, man?
Chapter 7, verse 1. So the king and Haman came to the banquet with Esther the queen.
And you know that joker sit up there with the monkey mouth, but go ahead.
And the king said again unto Esther on the second day at the banquet of wine, what is thy petition, Queen Esther? And it shall be granted to thee. And what is thy request? And it shall be performed.
Right.
Even to the half of the king.
Even to the half of the king. Go ahead and read, brother.
Esther, the queen, answered and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, O king, and if it pleases thee, let my life be given me at my petition.
Come on, brother.
My people at my request.
At my people at my request. Go ahead and read.
For we are sold, and I and my people, to be destroyed, to be slain, to be perished. But if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue.
Right.
Although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage.
Go ahead, brother.
Then the king Ahasuerus answered and said unto Esther the queen, who is he? And where is he?
Yeah, who is this talking about killing you with your people?
that doeth presumeth in his heart to do so.
Yay, yo, number one. Go ahead.
And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is the wicked Haman.
Is the wicked Haman.
Then Haman was afraid before the king and the queen.
That Joe probably got pee running all down his leg.
And the king, arising from the banquet of wine,
man, he hot.
in his wrath,
man, you finna kill my wife?
Went into the palace garden.
Yeah.
And Haman stood up to make request for his life to Esther, the queen.
Now, partner.
For he saw that there was evil determined against him.
Yes, sir, by the king. He's man, the king, fire hot, man. Man, go ahead and talk to him. Yeah, he's a man finna kill this dude, man. He's trying to kill my beautiful wife and her people. He's like, nah, man, let me go cool down for a minute. And then when the king walk out, he tell the Esther, talk to the king.
I want to go.
Nah, partner, go ahead, bro.
Then the king returned out of the palace guard into the place of the banquet.
Yes, sir.
And Haman was falling upon the bed
whereon
Esther was.
Yay.
Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me and my house?
Yeah, man, you trying to get my woman too? You trying to lay with my woman?
Man, it is not looking good.
Nah, partner, you done. Go ahead.
Man, lost
you at the end of 8.
At the end of 8.
Uh-huh.
As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face.
Man, them jokers dropping bombs on Haman, man, right now. Before the word get good out of the king's mouth, man, they dropping them South Memphis bombs on that joker, man. Go ahead and read. Verse 9.
And Harbona, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, who had spoken good for the king.
Yes, sir.
Standeth in the house of Haman.
And what?
Then the king said, hang him thereon.
Man, them same things y'all doing. That's what the book say. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. In the book of Ezekiel say, the one who was doing the praying gonna be for a prayer. See that same ditch you dig, partner, you gonna fall in it. Eat them.
Yep. Blind leading the blind.
Go ahead and read, man. So they did what, verse 10?
So they hanged him on the gallows that they had prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified.
Now, we ain't gonna read the rest of this, y'all. Y'all read the rest of it. We may read a little bit more. I tell you what, let's skip on down to the chapter 9. We're gonna read verses 1 through 4, bro. We ain't gonna read that chapter 8 for the sake of time. Y'all read that chapter 8. We're gonna skip down to chapter 9, read 1 through 4. We may do a little bit more reading. I got one more thing I want to read before we get out of here.
All right.
Esther, chapter 9, verses 1 through 4. What do it say?
It says, now in the 12th month, that is the month of Adar.
That's where we at.
On the 13th day of
the
same month.
That's where we at.
When the king's commandment and his decree drew near to put in execution. In the day that the enemies of the Jews hope to have power over them.
Hope to have power over them. Go ahead and read.
Though it was turned to the contrary.
Yes, sir.
That the Jews had ruled over them that hated them.
They did what?
Had ruled over them that hated them.
Looking on down the way. This what's finna happen. This is another prophetic thing that you reading about, right? Didn't it say Edom gonna be for a possession? We read that, didn't
we?
We read that.
Yep.
So this is just another thing solidifying the prophecy that's spoken by the mouth of the Most High.
He who lead away in captivity.
That's it. Must go to captivity. And he said, I know them that say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. But are the synagogue. He said, behold, I will make them to come and worship at thy feet and to know that I have loved thee. You got nothing coming, Esau. Nothing. Have your fun now. Continue to read.
The Jews gathered themselves together in their cities throughout all the provinces.
Throughout all these provinces.
Of the king of Hazard. To lay hand on such as sought their hurt.
Yeah, so now we're going to be raining blows around neck and shoulder regions. You're going to be getting hung in the gallows. You're going to get the misuse and abuse put on you, partner.
And no man could withstand them. Because for the fear of them fell upon all people.
Yeah.
And all the rulers of the province. And the lieutenants. And the deputies.
Oh, so this all the government officials Everybody, the police, the senator, everybody. Go ahead, bro.
And the officers of the king.
Yeah.
They helped the Jews.
They did what?
Helped the Jews.
Everybody gonna begin to get you, Esau. Go ahead.
Because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them.
Yeah.
For Mordecai was great in the king's house.
Yeah.
And his fame went out throughout all of the province. For this man Mordecai waxed greater and greater.
All right, skip down, brother, verse 16. Now, verse 15 for the sake of time. And pick it up at 15 and read through the 17.
For the Jews that were in Shushan.
Read through the 18. I'm sorry. Go
18.
ahead.
For the Jews that were in Shushan gathered themselves together on the 14th day also of the month of Adar, and slew 300 men in Shushan.
So these must be all Edomites they slew. Go ahead and read.
But on the prey they laid not their hand.
Yay.
But the other Jews that were in the king's province gathered themselves together and stood there. And stood for their lives and had rest from their enemies and slew of their foes.
How many people they killed, man?
75,000.
75,000 yo got their head hit. They got their cap peeled back.
But they laid not their hands on the prey.
Yeah, so go ahead.
The weak and the innocent.
Yeah. Nah, it was them Edomites got their cap twist back. They got their wigs peeled that day. 75,000 of them got the tops cut out their head. Go ahead and read.
On the 13th day of the month of Adar.
There it is again. Go ahead.
And on the 14th day of the same
2-day feast. Go ahead and read.
Day, and made it a day of feasting and glad.
Gonna go ahead and read that 18. What do it say, my brother?
But the Jews that were at Shushan assembled together on the 13th day thereof. And on the 14th day thereof.
Yay.
And on the 15th
threw a little extra day on there.
Of the same they rested. And made it a day of feasting.
Skip down to verse.
Glad.
Yeah, skip down to verse 26, 30. Read down through the 32. Then we're gonna go to our last plate.
Verse 26.
Yay.
Wherefore they called these days Purim.
Purim.
After the name of Purim.
That's right. We read the definitions on that. Purim, a special feast among the post-exiled Jews to celebrate their deliverance from Haman's destruction through Queen Esther's heroic actions and Mordecai's as well. So this is what Purim means, because they sought to make us come to nothing or to kill us off. But the Most High used it for his glory. And man, that's why we celebrate this day of Purim, that celebrate the remembrance of the heroic efforts of our brother Mordecai and our sister Esther. Yeah. But we want to also show you that, hey, these jokers been after us for a long time. And the plight continues. Well, go ahead and finish reading, bro.
It's in the script to remember these days.
That's right, to remember these days. So for all you Hebrew lights that say you ain't got to observe it, we know it ain't in Leviticus 23, man. We know that. We know you ain't got to do this for salvation. We know that. We know this ain't part of the Most High plan for salvation for man. We know that. But he's showing us his salvation through the reading of these scriptures. This is what y'all do for your life. Y'all do Thanksgiving. Y'all do Memorial Day. Here go your Memorial Day. Here go one of your Memorial Day right here. Do this.
And this is to bring back the memory.
That's right.
To bring back to your memory.
That's right.
The ways in which Yah said they save us.
That's right. Go ahead and read, bro.
Wherefore they call these days Purim after the name of Purim.
Go ahead, bro.
Therefore, for all these words of this letter and of that which they had seen concerning this matter, and of which had come unto them, the Jews ordained and took upon them and upon their seed and upon all such as themselves unto them.
Go ahead.
So as it should not fail.
As it should not what?
Should not fail.
So this day should not fail you in what?
That they would keep these 2 days according to their writing.
According to what?
And according to their appointed time every year.
That is why we doing what we don't. Go ahead and read.
And that these days should be remembered.
Should be remembered, memorial. Go ahead.
And kept throughout every generation.
Some generation.
Every generation.
When you feel like.
Every generation.
Go ahead.
Every family. every province.
So even if you were in captivity, because they was in captivity.
Yeah, they was in captivity.
So every province, go ahead and read.
And every city.
Every city.
And that these days of Purim should not fail among the Jews.
Mr. Yahudim, Mrs. Yahudim, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Well, remember your people.
Remember.
You remember Memorial Day fighting these damn wars that Esau financing both sides of. Mm-hmm. Remember this. Go ahead.
That it shall not fail among the Jews, nor the memorial of them perish from their seed.
That's right, brother.
Then Esther the queen, the daughter of Abihail, and Mordecai the Jew, wrote with all authority to confirm this second letter of Purim.
Continue to read, my brother.
And he sent the letters unto all the Jews.
Some of the Jews.
All the Jews.
To
the 127 provinces of the king of Ahaz, with words of peace and truth.
To do what?
To confirm these days of Purim in their times appointed, according as Mordecai the Jew and Esther the queen had enjoined them.
Yay.
And as they had decreed them themselves and for their seed, the matters of the fasting and their crying.
That's right, brother.
And the decree of Esther confirmed these matters of Purim. And it was written in the book.
It was written in the book. We just got to read all throughout the scripture. Let's go to the land plate. Let's go to the land plate. Let's go. One more. Let's get Esau something else to think about before we get out of here. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. You bring out Obadiah on the Edomite, boy, they take off running. They don't want to hear no, they don't read no Obadiah, bro.
That's too hard.
We finna read some of it. We're going to read some of it. The book of Obadiah. We ain't going to read the whole thing. We just going to read some of the more heavy scripture in this scripture. We going to read verses 1 through 4. Then we're going to skip down and read 8 through 10, brother. Then we're going to call it good.
The book of Obadiah.
Yes, sir.
The vision of Obadiah.
The vision of Obadiah.
Thus saith the Lord Yah.
Thus saith Yahweh, they wild, they concerning who?
Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord.
Yay.
And an ambassador is set among the heathen.
Yeah, we done sent an ambassador among y'all, partner. Go ahead and read.
Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Against her in battle.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
That made you smile.
Thou art greatly despised.
You what?
Are greatly despised.
Go ahead and read, brother.
The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
That's Mount Seir, but go ahead and read.
Whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart. Who shall bring me down to the ground?
Sound like they worshiping they daddy Satan name. That same thing he said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and read.
Be exalted high above.
Yeah.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
As a what?
As the eagle.
Let me hold up. America, eagle.
Me.
Eagle.
Persia.
Eagle.
Greece.
Rome. Eagle. The Nazis. Eagle.
Yeah.
And thou exalt thyself as an eagle.
America.
So America, eagle. So we see what Edom at, don't we? He said, thou exalt thyself as eagle. In other scriptures, we show you that through the picture. He called himself a falcon.
A falcon, yeah.
You go reading that second edge or that first edge. He said an eagle with what 10 feathers, didn't he? Go down, exalt. We know who you are, Mr. Edomite. You try to keep yourself secret. But
shape-shifting.
Yeah.
Switching your name.
All praise, all honor, and glory due to the Most High. We know who you are, partner. Look on the back of your quarter if you don't believe me. Go ahead and read.
And thou
read that, start at verse 4.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Yay.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Wait a minute, 13 stars. That hexagram on the back of that dollar bill, ain't it?
Ooh, with right around the eagle.
Right around the eagle, ain't it? We know who you are, Doc. Go ahead and read.
Ooh. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Thence will I bring you down, said the Most High Power. Go ahead and read.
If these came to thee,
if these came
robbers by night.
Hold up, bro. Now I don't want that.
Okay.
Skip down at verse 8. I know you getting good, G. But go skip down to verse 8 and read 8 through 10.
Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Egypt?
Yes, sir.
And understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
No, be cut off by tiddlywinks.
Be cut off by slaughter.
Be cut off by slaughter. Every one of the mount of Esau gonna be cut off by slaughter.
Done.
You done. If you don't believe me, go read Isaiah the 63, partner. We remember what you've been trying to do to us since the beginning. We know what you've been trying to do. That's why we celebrating this feast of Purim as a memorial. But we also remembering you too, partner. And we got our eyes on you, just like the Most High got his eyes on. Finish it out, brother. Verse 10, what do it say? For what? Why he gonna do this?
For thy violence.
Against who?
Against thy brother Jacob.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Shame shall cover thee.
Shame gonna cover thee.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
Forever. All praise.
All praise.
Honor and great glory is unto our Elohim. The Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Ishak, and the Elohim of Yaakov. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, we salute you.
All praise.
Fold up till they close up. We know who you are, you red and hairy bastard. The devil's offspring. All praise to the Most High. I got one of the frontline brews in the building. My boy Corey, you who?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We rocking. Enjoy your feast of Purim, brothers and sisters. Remember your ancestors. Remember your power. And keep your eyes on that red and hairy bastard. We gonna get back with y'all. Go ahead, bro.
Even though we might forget the enemy ain't forgot us.
No, brother, no. You got anything else you want to say?
That's it, man.
Hey, we love y'all. We finna sign off. One love. We gonna holler. One more game.
All this pain in my memory. Evil spirits trying to take away from my
hit that blue box.
I'ma ride to this sense.
There we go.
I'll be on my knees praying for the next in my